right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we are making Kenyan tea. The water has boiled, so we add some milk. I use vitamin D milk, 3.5%. Grade A. So this is what I use, and it is also what I use for making an omelette. So today we are also going to make an omelette. So I just add just a little bit of this milk, and I add my 2 eggs into the milk. So we are making an omelette here, and this omelette is going to be an omelette of vegetables. So we're gonna add salt first into the egg before I beat, and then this is pepper, so just a bit of pepper, and then I'm gonna beat my 2 eggs together with a pinch of milk, and then I am going to add milk cheddar, mild cheddar cheese. So this is an American way of making an omelette, stroke African. So I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of mild cheddar cheese, and then I will whisk them together. In the meantime, my pan is ready, so I just need a pinch of butter, and as I wait for the butter to melt, I can now cut my onions. I just need some pieces of very small cut onions. This time I don't need diced onions. I just need to cut them into small pieces like this. And then I will also cut my zucchini, just not too much of it. I also cut it into very, very small pieces, like this, one at a time, so that I can have the small sizes that I need for my omelette. So in the meantime, the butter is already spread in the pan, so I can now add my mixture. It's on low, so I can add into medium. So I'm gonna add my mixture of 2 eggs, salt, pepper, mild cheddar cheese, and let's say a third of a cup of milk. And then I have my green pepper or bell pepper here. I only need 3 diced slices, and then I'm gonna cut them into small pieces. And then I will also need to cut my tomato, and I just need 1/8 of a tomato. So it's just for 2 omelettes, 2 eggs, a 2-egg omelette, 2 eggs omelette. So, and also I am also making Kenyan tea, and my tea is boiling. So what I need to do is to try and reduce the heat into low, and then add 2 teaspoons of tea leaves. 2 teaspoons of tea leaves. That's enough for about 3 cups of tea. Then I will make sure I stir my tea so that it can have the color that I want. And I am going to use some rosemary leaves, which are very good. It gives my tea a rosemary taste, which is a nice taste. So I'm going just to add just a few of them in my tea, and then I will leave it to boil. So I will leave it to boil, and my omelette is also cooking. Yeah, and I'm done with cutting my carrots. My gosh, I have so many things here. As you can see, I also have a carrot, but this time my omelette is not a carrot omelette. I am going to do a mixed vegetable omelette, and it's going to be some onions, some tomato, some zucchini or courgette, some, I can add more of this. This is called bell pepper, and you can use any kind of bell pepper you want. We have red, we have yellow ones. Whichever you want to use is good. And right now, I think I'm going to wait for my omelette to be ready. I want to give it a very good time so that it can cook, so that it will be easy to flip on the other side. And I'm going to use this kind of a, whatever you call this one, to flip it. Yeah. So when I don't want my omelette to burn, so I'm gonna reduce the heat. In the meantime, my tea is also boiling. And I'm gonna use a spoon again to stir my rosemary and my tea leaves. We want to have a good mixture of the two. And it has to taste. Some people use masala. Masala is just a spice that comes in a powder form. Some people use what we call ginger. Ginger is also a natural spice. So you can use whatever you have or whatever you like into making your tea. And after my tea is done, I'm going to use this sieve because I used loose tea leaves. So I'm going to use the sieve and sieve my tea. And I can check whether my omelette is doing okay. And I can see it is doing very okay. I like to use this kind of pan because it makes my omelette shape to have a nice shape. So my tea is ready. So I just sieve it, and I sieve it like that. So guys, I like to talk when I am doing my cooking videos, and if you are going to watch this video, I want you to know that I really appreciate you, I really like you a lot, and I love you with the love of God. So as you watch this video, I pray for you, and I pray that the Lord will protect you, the Lord will guide you wherever you are. I pray that you will be strong in the Lord in whatever you are trying to do. I want to pray that the Lord will renew your strength. He says in his word in the book of Isaiah 40:31 that those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount on high with wings like eagles. They will walk and they will not faint. They will run and they will not grow weary. So that is my prayer for you, that when you are waiting upon the Lord, waiting is one of the hardest things to do. Because sometimes you wait and you actually don't have strength to continue waiting. But so I want to flip my omelette, and yeah, that's the way I do it. So this is just because of the pepper that I used. It's not really burnt, but it's okay. So anyway, guys, as you wait upon the Lord, your strength will be renewed. And that is the time that you find many people giving up because they don't have the strength. They don't have the strength to continue praying. They don't have the strength to continue knocking. But the Bible says, as you wait, you have the strength. So if you have the strength, that strength can only come as a result of prayer. When you pray to God, because whatever you are going through, whatever you need God to do for you in life, it will require you to continue praying, to continue asking, to continue knocking the door. And as you continue to pray, you will realize you will have more strength added into you, so that you can push the door more, so that you can call on God more, so that you can pray more, so that you can go out of your way and seek for a job and drop that CV and call even a person who, you may not know this person, but this person may be the one that God is directing you to call, so that that person will help you. So sometimes it is also good to listen to the inner voices, because sometimes we have God speaking to us, but we fear. And this fear just keeps us in our homes. This fear just keeps us in our house. And we cannot move. We cannot act. We cannot do anything when we are fearing. So guys, this is my omelette. I think this is you see how it looks like? Yeah, that's how I love it. And I'm going to serve it in this this one is a small plate. I need a bigger plate like this one, so that, because I will also need to do my veggies, and as you can see, my veggies are ready. So I just need to do them separately. I like doing them separately like this because I want a little bit more veggies than what I would have used if I mixed it in my omelette. Because if you mix it in your omelette, sometimes the omelette is not able to come up in that beautiful shape. And so I like cooking my veggies separately like this. So I'm gonna fry my onion, and then I will add, I love pepper. Pepper is everything to me. So I put a little bit of pepper, and then of course I use this to stir, and I wait for it to cook a little bit so that I can put the rest of the vegetables. So guys, what I am saying is, sometimes we sit in our houses wondering what to do. Sometimes we are trying to think, and we are trying to think, oh, I have a friend who knows me and she's not helping me. I have my family. If you have parents, you say, oh, I have my mother, I have my father, they are not helping me. Let me tell you guys, the only person who is going to help you is God in heaven. And God uses people who you do not know. Sometimes, occasionally, He may use people that you know, but most of the time, God uses people who you do not know.
So the thing is, you need to take a step of faith and move out of your comfort zone, move out of where you are. He also says in his words that he blesses the work of our hands. So whatever we do with our hands, God blesses our hands. So if you are in that situation where you don't know what to do and you are just sitting in your house, please, I want to tell you, just move out. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to even start a small business? You know, a small business can start with a small amount of money. God uses that small amount of money to enlarge your business. You see the story of the widow who had only, a little bit of oil left and a little bit of flour left, and they had said she will cook that meal of the night and she will eat together with her son and then they will die. But what happened? God sent Elijah. God sent a man of God to this widow. And this man of God, even him, hey, my goodness, even him, where he was coming from, he wasn't in a posh area. He was coming from a desert where the Lord had taken him. And the water he was drinking from, the brook, had dried. And the raven that was bringing him meat and bread stopped. So God instructed this man to take a step of faith and go to that widow. Can you imagine somebody who is suffering with his own needs, being sent to a woman who is also suffering with her own needs, so that God can show his mighty power upon his life, upon people's lives. So in that moment that we are lacking, in that moment that we are asking, what should I do? Where should I go? That is when God speaks to you. So you need to really listen to that inner voice of what God is telling you to do. You know, sometimes you may think God talks in a very, it's even scary. Like, how, God, can you tell me I am suffering right now? How can you tell me to move out and go to a widow who you know that she is also suffering? And not that you are telling me, not only that, you are telling me to go and ask that widow to cook for me the only food that she has for me to eat. That is faith. Even for Elijah to do that, that is faith. That is faith. Even for the widow to cook this meal, the last meal, that is faith. Guess what happened after that? The Lord was using that moment to glorify himself, because after that, the woman never lacked. The woman, her jars of oil were filled up. They were even overflowing. There was a lot of flour in that house. She even became a business lady. I think she became an international business lady, because everything overflew. Her business overflew. So God wants you to do that small thing that you think is undoable. That is what God wants you to trust him for. That you can take 200 shillings that you have. You can go to a market just near you and buy anything. You can buy anything. For example, let me just say, you can buy some bananas. You buy like a whole bunch of bananas. And then God will tell you, where are you going to sell those bananas? You can even do like a hawking thing and go sell your bananas to wherever God is leading you. I can tell you, because of taking that step of faith, God will surely bless your work, my dear. I am not kidding you. I am telling you the truth. God is going to bless you because you have taken a step of faith to move out of your comfort zone and to go outside, so that you can even test this God. God, you have said you will bless the work of my hands. See, Lord, I bought this. I went and I bought 1 packet of wheat flour. I cooked mandazi and I went out to sell these mandazis. Let me tell you the truth. God will surely bless you, my dear. Remove the shame in you. Remove the shame and go. The woman with the issue of blood, she removed the shame. Yes, she had this issue of blood for 12 years. She had gone to different medical clinics. She had seen different doctors. She had seen different gynecologists. But this one day, this woman said, enough is enough. Mimi ninaenda. Na agetwekania Wishiria apushaga the disciples who were trying to prevent her from touching the hem of Jesus' garment. I believe that woman was, she was like, I have to go. I have to take this step of faith. I have to go and I have to touch the hem of Jesus' garment. And guess what? The power came down on Jesus to this woman. And this woman bled no more. I am sure this woman was she was let me say, the woman of the day. I am sure she gave a testimony wherever she went, and I'm sure her testimonies also made people to believe this God. So also whatever you do in your life, God blessing you, it is also evangelism, because God will be praised. Wherever you go, you will be talking about this Jesus. You will be talking about this God who has done great things for you, and people will believe in Jesus. So guys, I pray that you will listen to me, you will hear me, and the Lord will bless you as we trust God. Let us not just stay there. Let us just go out. Let us believe God in his word. You know that he says that if you have faith as little as a mustard seed, you can tell this mountain to move. What is your mountain? What are you struggling with today? Move out of that comfort zone. Go and try a small business, and this small business will be multiplied, and you will become an international business lady. Who knows? School, go to the nearest school, ask for the brochures, come with them home, pray to God. You have taken a step of faith, and God will surely bless you. God will even give you tuition money. You just need to listen to the voice of God. Listen to that inner voice that is speaking to you, and do what you have always wanted to do. So I want to stop there, and thank you so much for watching my video. And you can see my vegetables are ready now. I don't like them fully cooked, so I'm going to just serve them as they are. So what I do, this is my omelette. So I just place my vegetables on top of my omelette, and that is done. And then what I do, I just flip my omelette like this, and I am ready to go. So here is my omelette. If you want, you can add anything else you want to add. I have this hot sauce. Apart from adding my chili sauce, I also love hot sauce. So what I do, I just add a little bit of hot sauce on top of my omelette like this, and then my omelette is ready to be eaten. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May his face shine upon you all the days of your life. Thank you for watching this video. We have made some Kenyan tea. We have made a vegetable omelette, and you can follow my recipes, and God will bless you. And if you do that, you can hashtag #Ngige. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share, and God will bless you. And I pray for every desire that you have in your life to be fulfilled in the name of Jesus. Shalom. Bye-bye.